Hey guys, this is Jonathan from Cycle Sports, and with me today in the shop is Jeremy Casey from Goo Energy. Thanks for joining me, Jeremy.
Glad to be here.
He's going to tell us all about what the deal is with sports nutrition.
There's a lot of products out there, and you might be wondering what's the best one out there. And initially, at least, I wouldn't like to tell you why one is better than the other. I'd like to just tell you to eat something while you're out there.
Yeah.
Anytime you're out in the sun, you're out in the wind, you're going to need something if you're going longer than an hour.
So now I like hamburgers, so I was thinking about getting a hamburger before the House of Pain ride tomorrow morning and just throwing that in my jersey pocket. So why is this better than taking a hamburger with me?
Well, a hamburger is fuel, so you're at least, part of the way there, but
Okay.
It's not the most efficient fuel for getting you down the road for a couple of reasons. One, it doesn't convert very easily, so it taxes your system while you're trying to digest it.
Okay.
It takes blood away from your legs, which could be pushing you around the port, something like that.
Okay.
In addition, it's not efficient space-wise. You can't really fit that in your jersey pocket without making a big mess, and you can't efficiently. In terms of Goo, just the basic product that we made from the beginning, there's a lot of gels out there, and they all work under the same premise. How do you get the most carbohydrates metabolized into your system without sort of distressing your system? If you're going out there and your heart rate's up around 180, you're trying to catch that guy off the front, the last thing you want to worry about is some stomach upset. So that's the whole idea behind gels and truthfully just about any product in this category.
Okay.
All right, we usually break it down into before, during, and after.
Okay.
Most companies do this, we especially do this. So before your ride, your race, you would want to pre-hydrate. There's a lot of science, sports science nutrition out there that says even the day before, taking some electrolyte supplements and even just basic water, taking more than you think you need ahead of time, sort of really primes you for that day out.
Okay.
For that, Goo products specifically, the Brew electrolyte tablets. You've seen these out. There's a couple of companies that make them as well. Just drop it in 16 ounces of water and you're ready to go. Super simple, easy, tasty. No calories in it, just sodium and potassium.
Oh, okay.
If you're also looking to preload some carbohydrates and get some more glycogen in your system overall, you could go with the electrolyte brew, which is the same electrolyte content, but also some complex and simple carbs.
Okay.
Get you loaded up. During the event, it's the bread and butter. It's sort of when you're going to consume the most calories, or you're going to burn the most calories, so you need to consume the most calories. So we usually break it down into what you would eat for fuel and what you would drink for hydration. We've done a couple of products that actually combine those two, fueling and hydration. So we've already spoken about tabs and electrolyte brew. Obviously, these also work great during the event, during your ride. In addition, the gels, our bread and butter, is what we do. That is designed primarily during the event. We have on the back of every packet, you'll see, it says 15 before, every 45 during. That means 15 minutes before you start whatever you're doing, take one of these. That'll get your system primed and ready to go. And then every 45 minutes during. And that varies person to person and depending on intensity as well. We have a specific recovery drink. The needs, your body's needs after activity are different than the ones before activity or during activity. Specifically, the body will go and try and find that glycogen wherever it can get it. That's the basic fuel component in that energy reaction. And so if you don't provide it anything immediately after you're done exercising, it will go and find it wherever it can. Sometimes that's your muscle fiber, sometimes that's essential tissue that you don't want breaking down. You want to preserve that. So there's a window of, it's debatable, between a half hour and an hour where you have to consume carbohydrates and get them into your system immediately, and it'll do as much of a direct replacement as you can. The stuff you burned, it'll replace the same stuff without attacking somewhere else in your body to get it. Some great complex and simple carbohydrates in the recovery brew that we make, as well as some different amino acids than you find in the gels to specifically foster the recovery process in the body. The Roctane drink is the most recent development from Goo Energy Labs, and it's in response again to the same reason we developed Roctane for serious athletes and competitors. We developed Roctane drink along the same lines. During really intense events, you're always going to operate at what they call a calorie deficiency. You're always going to be burning more than your body can actually metabolize and convert into energy. So the name of the game for any long distance event, anytime you're out more than 4 or 5 hours, is consume as much as you can without upsetting your system. Because if you run a deficit, you're never going to get it back. So you need to keep making sure your body is turning over as many calories as it can. Roctane drink is designed as a really high caloric content. It's 240 calories per serving. A lot of amino acids in it, the same ones that make Roctane gel work so good, as well as a bunch of electrolytes in it.
And a lot of this product has caffeine in it. Is that to like help wake me up in the morning, like my coffee, or are there other reasons for that?
Well, most of our product has caffeine in it, and the reason we put it in, this is directly from the R&D department, is mostly for the metabolic boost you get. And in plain terms, I would say that caffeine, at least moderate amounts of it, sort of help your body convert the calories into usable energy, and that just sort of fosters that reaction.
Well, thanks everybody. I'm Jonathan from Cycle Sports.
And I'm Jeremy from GOO.
We'll see you next time.